Good morning all. So today we can discuss about the different types of disinfectants. So today we are going to discuss alcohol and aldehydes. Before that we can discuss what are the different characteristics of an ideal disinfectant. An ideal disinfectant should have a broad spectrum of antimicrobial activity. It should be active even though in any type of spectrum. Then solubility, it should be soluble. Then stable also, it should be stable even at different types of temperature or conditions. Then innocuous to humans and other animals. Then homogeneity, non-combination with extraneous organic material. Then it should have toxicity to the microorganisms even though at room or body temperature. Then it should have the capacity to penetrate, deodorizing ability, inexpensive, non-corrosive and availability. These are the ideal characteristics of a disinfectant. But this type of disinfectant are no longer available. That is the fact. But a disinfectant should have these characters. Okay. But it is a fact that not any disinfectant is have these features. എല്ലാ ഫീച്ചേഴ്സ് ഉള്ള ഒരു ഡിസിൻഫെക്റ്റന്റും ഇതുവരെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടില്ല. ഓക്കെ, എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു സൈഡ് എഫക്റ്റ് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു കുഴപ്പമുണ്ടാവും. ഓക്കെ, so first of all about alcohol. In the healthcare setting, alcohol refers to two water-soluble chemical compounds mainly. They are ethyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol. Now, these alcohols have rapid bactericidal. Bactericidal means killing of a bacteria rather than bacteriostatic, which means static means which results in stopping the growth. So, it is more bactericidal than bacteriostatic against vegetative forms of bacteria. They also are tuberculocidal, which means they are active in killing tubercle bacilli, fungicidal, active against killing fungi, and virucidal, which is active against killing viruses, but do not destroy bacterial spores. Next is about the mode of action. The most feasible explanation for this antimicrobial action of the alcohol is mainly what? Protein denaturation. That is the main antimicrobial action. The mechanism is supported by the observation that absolute ethyl alcohol, which is a dehydrating agent and is less bactericidal than the mixture of alcohol and water, because the proteins are denatured more quickly in the presence of water. So the main action is protein denaturation, but it takes place more quickly in the presence of water. So the alcohol itself, when the if it is 100% means absolute alcohol, there is no water content. But alcohol in 70% like that, which means the among 100, 70 part is alcohol, rest of the part is water. So due to the presence of water, it has more protein denaturing effect. Ethyl alcohol at a concentration of 60 to 80%. It is a potent virucidal agent, inactivating all of the lipophilic virus, example herpes, vaccinia and influenza viruses. Then hydrophilic viruses, example adenovirus, enterovirus, rhinoviruses, then rotaviruses, but not hepatitis A virus or poliovirus. Then next is about isopropyl alcohol. This is not active against non-lipid enteroviruses, but is fully active against lipid viruses. Only against lipid viruses. So, alcohol in 70%, it is ideally used as a skin antiseptic. Next alcohol type is methanol. Methanol is a non-drinking type of alcohol. It is also known as wood alcohol or methyl alcohol, mostly used to create fuel, solvents and antifreeze. And it is colorless, volatile, flammable also. Flammable. And unlike ethanol, it is poisonous for human consumption. So, it has weakest bactericidal action among the alcohols. Methanol has weakest bactericidal action and thus seldom it is used in healthcare, and it is not an acceptable ingredient for hand sanitizers and must not be used. Why? Due to its toxic effects. Usually the sanitizers we are using are mainly consist of alcohol, which is 70%. But in older times it was used against fungal spores, which is used for treating cabinets and incubators affected by them. Then this how it can be used inside of the chambers, that means cabinets, those are wiped with liberal amount of methanol, and a pad which is moistened with methanol, and a dish of water. Why this dish of water we are placing? To ensure high humidity. Those are placed inside the incubator, and the incubator is kept at working temperature for several hours. So, like that, methanol can be used to treat fungal spores, active against fungal spores. Next is about isopropyl alcohol. It is also known as 2-propanol or isopropanol or IPA. It is the most common and widely used disinfectant within pharmaceutics, hospitals, clean rooms, electronics, or medical device manufacturing. Different solutions, purity grades, concentration, and alcohol types yield beneficial cleaning and disinfection properties when applied correctly, but it causes dangerous consequences when used improperly. Isopropyl alcohol, particularly in a solution between 60 and 90% with 10 to 40% purified water. So, with the help of this water content, it is rapidly antimicrobial against bacteria, fungi and viruses. Once the alcohol concentration drops below 50, usefulness of this disinfectant drops sharply. So, but there is another important point that higher concentration of alcohol don't generate more desirable cidal effects such as bactericidal, virucidal or fungicidal. So, the presence of water, it is a crucial factor in destroying or inhibiting the growth of pathogenic microorganisms in the case of isopropyl alcohol, also in the case of ethanol. So, what is the function of water? It may act as a catalyst and play a key role in denaturing the proteins of vegetative cell membranes. 70% isopropyl alcohol solution, this can penetrate the cell wall more completely, and it permeates entire cell coagulation of the entire cell protein coagulation. So, what happens? It results in the death of the microorganisms. So, extra water content show what? Slows evaporation, therefore increasing surface contact time and enhancing effectiveness. That is the function of the water in alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol concentrations over 91% coagulate proteins instantly. Consequently, a protective layer is created which protects other proteins from further coagulation. So, these points you can read at least for the knowledge, but in the examination point of view, you can write that the concentration of isopropyl alcohol, where it is used, what function, like that. These points I had added to as for the part of the knowledge. Okay. Now, what are the disadvantages of generally alcohol has certain disadvantages? What are? Generally, alcohol are not recommended for sterilizing medical and surgical materials. Principally, why? Because they lack sporicidal action. There is no sporicidal action, and they cannot penetrate the protein-rich materials. That's why. So, there is advantage which can be used as a skin disinfectant. And one point more, isopropyl alcohol is used in cleaning thermometers also. Okay. So alcohols are generally not much used in the sterilizing medical or surgical materials. Next, about aldehydes. Mode of action. So aldehydes are nothing but important used in the sterilizing agents. They combine. What is the mode of action of this aldehydes? They are of different types which are used in the disinfectant procedure. So mode of action is they combine with the nucleic acids and proteins within the bacteria and inactivate those nucleic acids and proteins. How? By forming or probably by cross-linking and alkylating the molecule, such as it alkylates amino, carboxyl or hydroxyl group within the cell. So it alkylates, thus forms cross-linkage and inactivate those bacteria. And it kills all the microorganisms including spores. So they can be used as chemical sterilants. Chemical sterilants which can kill both the vegetative bacteria and spores. Now, what are the different examples of aldehydes? Formaldehyde, glutaraldehyde, orthophthalaldehyde. First of all, about formaldehyde. It is a monoaldehyde that exists as freely water-soluble gas, also named as formalin. So it is available in the form of formalin. And also, so it is a soluble gas, and it is also available as formalin. This formalin is in aqueous solution containing 34 to 38% weight with methanol to delay polymerization. And it is mainly active against the amino group in the protein molecule. So it mainly alkylate amino group. It is bactericidal, sporicidal and virucidal but works more slowly than glutaraldehyde. Then the 40% formalin is used for the surface disinfection and the fumigation of the rooms, chambers, operation theatres, biological safety cabinets, wards and sick rooms. So there we are using 40% formalin. Then how the fumigation can be achieved? Have you heard about this fumigation? Usually we are doing this fumigation in the case of the virus infected areas such as hospitals, laboratories, etc. We are doing fumigation to kill most of the vegetative and spore forming bacteria. So how it is achieved? It is achieved by boiling formalin and heating paraformaldehyde or treating formalin with potassium permanganate. And also it is used to preserve anatomical specimens. So in the anatomical specimens are preserved using formaldehyde, and it has an irritating smell, but it is an irritant also. Okay, they destroy the anthrax spores in the hairs and wools within the sheep. Then formaldehyde can be used for the preparation of toxoids. Toxoids from toxin. What do you mean by toxoids? Toxoids are the inactive toxin. അതായത് ടോക്സിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു ടോക്സിസിറ്റി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഫാക്ടർ കളഞ്ഞാൽ it becomes toxoids. Now they are not harmless. Toxoids harmless ആണ്. ടോക്സിൻ ആണെങ്കിൽ harmful. അപ്പം അതിൻ്റെ ആ ടോക്സിൻ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ harmful ആയിട്ടുള്ള കണ്ടന്റ് ഇനാക്ടിവേറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ അതെന്തായി മാറി? ടോക്സോയിഡ്സ്. So 10% formalin containing 0.5% sodium tetraborate. It is used to sterilize clean metal instruments. These are the uses of formalin. Then what are the disadvantages? It is toxic. And also the vapors are irritating. It has a pungent smell. And we feel irritation in our heart. Usually when we are inhaling those, it causes a very irritation. And it must be neutralized by ammonia. And also another important disadvantage, it has poor penetrating power. Then it leaves non-volatile residues also. Non-volatile residues. Then activity is reduced in the presence of proteins. Activity in the presence of protein or any other organic matter, the activity is reduced. Next we can discuss glutaraldehyde.